Vijay Poonoosamy, I'm the Vice President of International and Public Affairs at Etihad Airways in Abu Dhabi.
Here we are in Cape Town at the 69th IATA AGM, which has just come to a close. Has it been a successful 2 days for you?
It's been excellent 2 days, and I think it's been one of the most successful AGMs of IATA, not only in terms of the organization, the logistics, having everything under one roof, but also in terms of the substantive discussions we had, particularly on climate change, because this is going to be the topic for this year, moving on to the ICAO Assembly, and it was critical for the industry to come together with a one voice and adopt this resolution as it was.
Yes, climate change was definitely a hotly debated subject yesterday. What does Etihad Airways do to lessen its impact on the environment?
Well, we've been contributing obviously to the industry efforts in terms of at the level of ICAO, at the level of having the industry targets, but also internally our modern fleet obviously helps us minimize our impact on the environment. But also we've been doing a lot of work with Masdar Institute in Abu Dhabi on research on biofuel. So, but very focused on the need for the world of aviation to come together with one initiative at ICAO this year, because what worries all of us is the multiplicity of schemes around the world, which will have less benefit for the environment, be very costly, be very complex for the airlines to manage. So the need for ICAO to come up with a single global scheme by the time of the assembly in October is essential, and the work of this AGM to have put forward a resolution on what the industry can actually propose to ICAO has been essential.
There's also been discussion around taxes at different airports, different regions. How is your government supporting your airline, and what are your thoughts around this?
Well, we're very fortunate to be based in Abu Dhabi, where, if you want, the government understands the value of aviation and therefore is not there to put barriers in the growth of an airline, not just Etihad, but any airline coming to operate into Abu Dhabi. And I think the concern we have is that too many governments undermine the ability of airlines to deliver on socio-economic growth by putting these barriers, whether in terms of access fees, whether in terms of taxes, in terms of green taxes, in terms of visa barriers, all these things which actually make it harder for airlines to deliver on their promise of growth and jobs.
As you leave Cape Town and the IATA AGM, what will you be taking away with you as the most critical decision?
Definitely the climate change resolution, that I think has been critical, but also looking towards the future, the resolution on passenger rights is also a good message to take to governments, to ICAO, on the need, of course, to, as airlines have been doing, look after the passenger rights, but do it in a very organized and cohesive way, rather than, again, multiplicity of sometimes conflicting and sometimes counterproductive national legislations.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talking to Breaking Travel News.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.